okay, it's okay. One more. Oh yeah, yeah, another one. Yeah. Yeah, this will be a better angle.
For the Americans.
Yeah, this is American style.
Huh? Okay, can I get you this?
You know that in the 1968, so there's a lot of major battles. It happened within the city where the resistance they start to fight against the South Vietnamese soldier and the U.S. soldier. So there's a lot of area that the U.S. they decide to use heavy firepower to obliterate the whole area. So
Now we heard about the orange
orange agent.
chemical.
Yeah. So, the orange agent that they dropped the canister of the orange agent in Ho Chi Minh Trail. So Ho Chi Minh Trail is say a logistic trail. It starts from the central Vietnam. It goes through some territory of Laos, Cambodia. So when that's the north, when the North Vietnam send the supply to the province in the south, that's through Ho Chi Minh Trail. The U.S. want to cut off the supply, so they drop the Asian orange. It's a chemical that declare that there's no harm to the people. Yeah, to say that it's clearly a lie. And say people, they say that it's a type of defoliant.
Now tell me something.
Yes.
What happened to the soldiers who aligned with the Americans?
So that's a good question. So once the war is over, let's say on April 30, 1975, we saw a lot of military generals from the south. They tried to escape, and by using the helicopter. And sorry, but we have to mention the one that escaped, the one that followed the U.S. but they stayed in Vietnam. So we have two scenarios. Let's say on the very last day of the war, the U.S. they can foresee that the collapse of the South Vietnam. So before that, they conduct a lot of evacuate using that the big airplane, the fixed wing airplane. However, it's just like a couple days before the war is over, that the runway of the airport has been completely destroyed by artillery. So on April 29, 1975, one of the U.S. U.S. ambassador, Graham Martin, he came to the airport just to witness the destruction of the runway. And so after that, he realized that there's no way a fixed wing plane can take off. So he ordered. Now that's when he contacted directly to the Pentagon to pass through an operation called Operation Frequent Wind. So within 18 hours, from April 29 to April 30, there's about 80 helicopters, 2 U.S. carrier, and a lot of U.S. ships. The U.S. ship is waiting at the South China Sea, and what they're going to do is a lot of helicopter.
Go into the ship.
Yes, it's fly from the U.S. aircraft carrier, came to the city just to pick up the remain, the U.S. intelligence, and also Vietnamese co-worker. So within 18 hours, 80 helicopters have been used, and we say that more than 1,000 U.S. Intelligence personnel and about 6,000 Vietnamese has been evacuated.
And they've gone to the U.S.
Yes. Before they came to the U.S., they have to stop in a multiple stop. Philippines, because that the base that where the U.S. they put the base. We have the U.S. They have to stop at the Philippines. They have to stop at Japan, Guam Island, and finally those refugees landed in the United States. And there's still millions of the Vietnamese soldiers in the south that align with the U.S. So they came through what called the re-education camp. It depends on.
But they were not killed.
Yes.
They were killed?
No, it's just maybe re-educated. Well, some of them,
just want to turn
because of the hard living condition, some of them might
the bigger
pass
one
away.
within a smaller
But there's
space
no
around
there's no torture or there's no
Torture.
there's no torture at all. But because when they're still in the army, they used to eat well, they have a really good life. But then when you put in the education camp, which not really well living environment. So some of them get sick and they pass away, they die. But clearly there's no torture. Yeah. So here in this area,
Setting your times up.
yeah, this is the where we saw that how the local people, the life of the local people here, just say these apartments.
So what do they do? What do they do for a living? These
Oh,
people?
yeah,
Business?
there's a lot. There's multiple ways to earn a living here. And you see,
barber shop.
over there is what he's doing. Is he open a service that you park your bike here, you have to
take
pay.
care of it.
Yes, and then you see that we have hair salon, and we have
Yeah. So schools.
catering.
There are
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah,
So you're saying all the people living here are soldiers, yeah? Or ex-soldiers?
No, these people here actually it's just civilian. These apartments, let's say, because after 1968, the aftermath, the U.S. government they did provide a lot of money to the South Vietnam government so they can rebuild these apartments.
Okay.
And yeah. And then we got to reverse it a little bit because yeah. But
Oh, now it's their own.
so
Ownership.
yes. So because in the 1968 that destroyed a lot of civilian house. So after this apartment has been built, if you are a civilian and then you can provide an evidence that yes, I used to have a house but my house was destroyed, then they will give you a one apartment as a compensation.
These are one-bedroom apartments or two-bedroom?
They say we have one big room and then the space behind is the bedroom. So the one big room that you can modify depends on yes, and you can see that it's just one big space in front, and then behind that is the kitchen and then the bedroom behind. So we saw it depends on the family. They could decorate or they could modify the living space by depends on what they like. And then so we saw that many people, many generations, they live in the same living area. They live in the same. Yeah.
Coming in the YouTube video, bro? You coming in the YouTube video? Huh? Yeah? Yeah. No, but I'm not famous. I'm a bug brother.
Shall we go around?
Yeah. So we're gonna walk around and show you this apartment and then and once we're done with the walking around, we have some sugarcane juice.
കുറേ പേരുണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ walking.
വളരെ heritage.